Hi, how y'all doing? It is Thursday, July 11th, July 3rd. Thursday, July 3rd, about 10 minutes to 11 p.m. as of recording this video. Sitting here in my recliner in my room, letting the ice pack do its thing on my leg. Figured I would talk a little bit. Joey's sleeping in his room. I just got in here a few minutes ago from finishing up with buttoning up the house. Just got him to go to sleep finally a little while ago, way past his bedtime, but he's been staying up really late at his mom's house, 10:30, pretty much every night or later. And that's okay, but I give him 10 or 15 minutes on a Friday or Saturday night, and that's end of the world, right? But I finally got him to go to sleep. I have to sing him to sleep. He usually has to be sung to sleep or read to sleep, and I can't read him a story right now. So it's singing. Incidentally, I've never thought that I could sing all that well, and don't like to do it in front of people. I think, like most of us, I enjoy it. Makes you feel good, but when I'm alone. And Joey is the only person that I've ever been able to sing in front of comfortably. Sing to. I don't care for my singing voice, but he seems to like it. And it's always got to be Hickory Dickory Dock. He has been in love with that since he was 2 or 3, and he's got his deep love for clocks. So it's Hickory Dickory Dock. And I crafted my own lyrics to it to resemble a day in the life of Joey, and he really loves it. And he usually falls asleep within the first repetition. Sometimes I have to sing it twice, but I had to sing it twice tonight. But he's sleeping good. I'm sitting in here with an ice pack on my hip. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last couple of videos. I don't remember from one day to the next. But that lymphedema on my hip, my thigh, it is finally, slowly getting better. It's getting smaller. It's still swollen. It's still hard as a rock. It still drains, and it still is painful. Still makes like squatting down painful. Makes it hard to do. But it's getting better, slowly going away. It's probably a little bit more than half the size. Maybe it's 2/3. It's 1/3 smaller than what it was. So it is going away. It's just taking too damn long. I wanted to thank everyone for all of your wonderful birthday wishes. It was very kind of y'all. Touched. Thank y'all for the donations that came through. I really very much appreciate that. Help out a lot. Another reason I decided to go ahead and make a video tonight. I've tried to make a video over the past couple of days, but just keep running into roadblocks or having, interruptions. But I wanted to sit down and do this tonight because I wanted to get something out there that has quickly become a severe issue, and that's what my channel is, me getting on here and talking about the issues, and it never stops. There's always something. It's every damn time I get over one hurdle, I can't just get a nice downhill or even straight run. It's always more uphill and another hurdle. This one, I'm not sure how big of a hurdle it is yet because I can't do anything about it till Monday. I can't really investigate it till Monday. But I am going to put it in the background. Tomorrow's the 4th. Do fireworks with Joey. Spend the weekend with him. I don't want to think about it, so talking about it now. I found out today that I no longer have health insurance. I called my pharmacy to refill my prescriptions. Talked to the tech, told her what I needed, went ahead and told her just, refill whatever's ready, because I'm on like a dozen different medications, and 2 insulins, and she said she'd get it ready for me, and hung up. And she called me back 5 minutes later and said that she ran it through my insurance, and my insurance is coming up as canceled. And I don't know why. I've had no contact from UHC regarding it before today. Got the mail today, and there was a letter from UHC in the mail stating that my insurance would be canceled on June 30th if I no longer qualified for the program, something like that. And I got this letter, 3 days after it was canceled, and the letter was sent out last week, but I had no contact otherwise regarding this, and I really hate, like the government, they do everything through the mail. And, I'm old-fashioned. I've got no problem doing business through the mail. But I also can't freaking read because of my eyes. So I have to wait for my folks to read my mail when they get here. And Mom came, my folks came out today and Mom read it. And for some reason, I no longer qualify for the program that I was on. I don't know why. I don't know what changed. My finances haven't changed. My my income hasn't changed. My health has not gotten, remarkably better. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they canceled it, but they canceled it. This means that I cannot refill any of my prescriptions. And it means that I can't go to any of my doctors. I've got another eye appointment on the 16th for laser. And I'm hoping to, be able to get this straightened out this next week, because I'm gonna be in serious trouble if I can't. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I still have very basic Medicare. I have Band-Aid coverage, basically. I can go to the ER. But it seems like everything else has been wiped. I don't have my Part D anymore. That was that was taking care of my prescriptions. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without that, because, the amount of prescriptions that I'm on, the drugs that I'm on, many of them are very expensive. I'm without any help. It's the stuff that I'm on is like $3,800, a month, and there's no way. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to go back to any of the specialists. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to go back to the ophthalmologist. I'm not going to be able to go back to the podiatrist. I'm not going to be able to go back to the oncologist. I was going to schedule that scan after the donations that y'all made. Some of y'all made this last week, that I'm still very, very grateful for. But now I can't do that because I've got no insurance whatsoever. And like I said, I don't know why. I don't know why they cut it off. They did not. Nobody talked to me about this. Nobody explained this beforehand. I had UHC call me yesterday, wanting to make sure that I was filling my heart medication. It's like, what the hell? You call me 2 days after my insurance has supposedly expired to make sure that I fill my medication, but you're not insuring me. What? I am confused. I am confused. I am highly stressed. I'm not surprised, though. It's always something. So I can't just be, I can't just be left alone. There's always got to be some struggle. There's always got to be some bullshit. If it's not my health, it's some assault against my extremely minimal livelihood, and I cannot catch a break. The medications that I'm on are keeping me, pretty well keeping me alive. I mean, I'm on insulin. I cannot afford to eat a diet that would make it to where I, could take less or not much insulin for a while. I can't afford to eat like an all lean diet. And I'm on 4 different heart medications that are, keeping my heart from coming undone. And as you would have it, those are the most expensive medications, so it's not like I can, go fill, the most important ones, because the most important ones cost more than what I make in a month. And not paying the mortgage is not an option, so it's like I've got the house secure, but now my health is in dire jeopardy because I can't do anything I can't do anything about it. I can't do the things I was doing to keep it controlled. I can't. I really want to scream. I just want to go outside and fucking roar up to the sky. Pardon my French. But I can't do that because my neighbors would probably call the cops, thinking there's a psychotic lunatic over here. And more importantly, I have my son. I cannot come undone with him here. Sometimes I wish, I enjoyed the effects of being drunk. Sometimes I wish being drunk helped. But it does not, and I do not enjoy the effects of being drunk. And again, I have my son, so I couldn't do that anyway. But it's just like there's no outlet. And I'm just so damn tired of this bullshit. I just want life to let me be. God. But yeah, that's what's going on. Like I said, I don't know anything. My mom is gonna look online on her tablet. She's supposed to do that tonight or tomorrow. She got all my information. She's gonna see if she can find something. But I'm not gonna be able to talk to anyone until Monday. Tomorrow's holiday, so nobody's gonna be there to be talked to, and then the weekend, so I've got to try to go the next 3 days and not think about it. I can't not think about it, but I got to try to go the next 3 days, pushing it to the back of my mind for Joey's sake. Pardon me. Um, and I was thinking before I got this deal from Rocket Mortgage, that I was quite possibly going to get a foreclosure notice for my birthday. That didn't happen, but instead I got a cancellation on my medical insurance for my birthday, and unfortunately, much as I hate it, I am a walking medical problem. I'm a walking sufferer of multiple issues, and I cannot survive without some kind of insurance, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call them Monday. I've got to. I'm trying not to come undone over it, Another bad thing is I had this $220 healthy foods benefit card that I get with Medicare on UHC, and it won't buy anything. It buys certain kinds of food, frozen foods. It buys canned goods, cold goods. It buys fresh fruits and vegetables. And I depend on that. That buys that buys probably half of my groceries for the month almost. And I actually used that card Monday on my birthday. No, I used it Tuesday. I used it Tuesday at Walmart, and went back to Walmart today and went to use it, and it was declined, no funds available. And I give that card to my mom along with my debit card, and I use most of it, but I try to make sure I leave some of it for my mom to use, because they end up running out before the end of the month sometimes. And I thought that she had just used it, so I was like, okay, well, but she hadn't. It has been canceled, and that is going to make life so much harder than it was going to be, because I'm I'm paying almost $400 less, like $370 something, $380 something less on the mortgage a month. But now I don't have $220 available that I used to buy groceries, and now I'm not gonna be able to pay for my groceries. And I really hate depending on this stuff, but right now I don't have another way. I can't go back to work yet, and this is going to, depending on how long it drags out, is going to make it even harder for me to go back to work, because it's going to prevent me from getting my eyes done and staying on top of my health with my doctors to be able to go back to work. I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. And I'm so sick of it. But gotta stay focused and gotta stay positive. I've beaten all this other shit so far. I can beat this too. Hopefully I can get them to reinstate it, you know. I don't know, we'll figure something out Monday, I hope. I've come to the end of my time limit. Hope you guys, you know, had a good weekend, had a good week. And Joey and I will probably do something tomorrow. I don't know. I got some fireworks we're going to shoot off in the driveway. Might just, you know, post a video of that. He's got this little sparkler sword. Might post a video of him playing with it. We'll see what happens. But apart from that, I hope you all have a happy 4th of July, Independence Day, those of you that are fellow Americans. And my GoFundMe link will be in the description. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.